Good afternoon. Today's Tuesday, the 7th of November 2023, and I'm going to recap my trading today. I've not had a recap video for the last two trading sessions, which I apologise for. Friday it's my little boy started Scouts, and I help out at Scouts as well. So I wasn't really around. I was around in Power Hour, but I was with my kids, so I skipped Friday. But Friday was a red day. Wasn't too proud of how I traded. I over traded a bit, but I was on tilt, but I did control my tilt, if there's such a thing as controlling a tilt. And I've gone through my trading plan, I've gone through my trading days and looked at previous tilt days, and I'm not trading making 40 odd trades on a day and ending the day in big red position, big red on big red days. But I traded 17, still a lot. I traded 17 times on Friday, and I was aware of my tilt, and I kind of walked away, took a break, came back, and I made back half the losses in the Power Hour. But I was in no better position at the end of the day than I was after the first hour of the day, so I probably need to work harder on walking after one or two red trades. I have a limit of 4 red trades in a row, and after the third red trade or the fourth red trade, I'm working on my plan at the moment. I'm changing things around. But my fourth red trade at the moment, I go into something called risk management mode, where I then limit the size of my order so that I can still trade, but I'm just doing really small sizes, just so that I don't have any FOMO, and it keeps me trading, and it keeps me watching the market as well. But my aim is not to be trading all day. I just want to do the first hour in the day. Yesterday was it started off as a red day, and I was red at the beginning, but I made it back at the end. So as you can see, I think if I show you my chart, can I zoom in? This is the MES 5-minute chart. So yesterday, I went short here. It's a break and retest of the pre-market lows. I don't have much success on the pre-market lows, and it came back, and I stopped myself out quite a tight stop, and I didn't do any more trading. I think later on then, when I came back from what day was this? This is yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. So later in the session, in fact, that's a lie. I realise now. I went long, because I went long at the pre-market lows. It's a bounce, not a break and retest. And I was up. It was a scalp, and I was up. So I had a little tiny bit of profit, and I came into the Power Hour with that profit, and I went short because I was waiting for it to come back to the VWAP and reject it, and I held, and we saw this big push up during the imbalances, and I shorted again up there, which I was happy with the short because it's an area of resistance, and on level 2 it's an area of resistance as well. And then I got out for profit, because my average price would have been about here. I think it was 43.83, I think. And so I got out with a bit of profit on the contracts I ordered. So I ended up green, but I only got out green by trading through the post market as well. So not a great way to go green. I should have just walked with the profit I had from the start. And also you've got the mental anguish that goes with watching a trade, and the work, watching it here is not too bad because it does move a bit in the pre-market, a bit extra volume comes in, but it's watching the trades in the post-market where it's just so slow. I was trying to zoom in, but I'm not sure if I can. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so that's better. Let's make that a bit bigger. So that's my trades from yesterday. That's entry there, exit there, entry there, entry there, exit. I exit all in the same area. So it was okay. I could have done with an extra hour of the day because I think it would have moved. I was waiting for the rejection, but let's move on to today. So today's trade was much better. So I have one of my plays is the pre-market high, and this was the pre-market high area there, and I like the break and retest of the pre-market high. And you can see, let me just zoom in a bit more. So the pre-market high was this area here, and on the open 9:30 we had a big sell-off, came into the VWAP, and we held this area. Possibly, I don't play VWAP unless I'm on tilt, then I play anything, but that's another story. bottom tail, VWAP rejection, another bottom tail, red bar as well. So the long there would have been a great long, but that's not what I play. What I look for is the pre-market high, and I'm waiting for the break and the retest. And so I was watching this level here, and I saw this green bar come up, started to come back down again, and that's where I went long, because I thought we were going to continue up, but it kept coming down, so I went long again, and that was probably that should have been my better entry. So my average price, I really wanted it to be close to the pre-market high, and it pretty much was. So I was in, my first out was actually as we broke that previous daily high, and then my next out was yesterday's high as well. So this blue dotted line is yesterday's high, and we've got a level as well at 43.90, so that's why I wanted to get out there. So I was out half of my contracts by this point, and I had the other, so it was a free trade. My stop was at break even, and it was a risk-free free trade. So my next out, I was watching level 2. I'm not sure what I got. Did I take a picture of level 2? Not quite, no. So I was watching level 2, and at 4400 I saw quite a few. You can't see it, this is a bit later, but I was watching for, there's quite a few buyers hit 4400, this area here. So I put my stop at where was it? Not, sorry, 4400, yeah, so that's it. So I put my stop just below 4400 up here. It's that area there anyway. I got out twice. Where was it? Oh, so I'm looking at the wrong scale. So here, 4400. So we had lots of, and you can see from this chart actually with a level 2 confirmed, we had lots of it was a lot of limit orders up here, sell orders, and so I got out right on just before 43.99, I think it was 99.50 was my first out just before, and then it came into the 4400 area, and I was hoping it would have held above, and I would have held that runner, and I was trailing the 5 minutes. I got out as we came back through this 5 minute candle. So it was a good day, really good day. So how long was I in the trade for? From 10:05, and my out was at 10:55. So I was in that trade for about 45 minutes, roughly 45 minutes. 11 o'clock, first entry, yeah, 50 minutes I was in total. So that's a 50-minute work day that was, and it's not a bad day. Didn't take any more trades. I was tempted on this double top, and I must admit I was tempted coming into here as well, but I'm done trading. That was all I needed to do. So I'm trading Apex, and I had 17 accounts I was trading, which is, so I make one trade and it copies it to the other 16 accounts. So just need small gains. Well, this is a decent home run. This is a great trade, this one, but it just needs small gains and it builds up the accounts. So that's it. Good day trading. Is there anything else I got on watch? Oil I was watching around the 78, but it's broken through that area now. I'll keep an eye on oil, MCL, and what's NASDAQ doing? Very similar. That's it really. So that's my day. It was a straightforward break and retest of the pre-market high, and I have quite good success trade this one, higher level of probability. It was with the trade as well, which makes it even more. If you look at the hourly, we're in an hourly uptrend. The daily's still in a downtrend at the moment, but we've had a bit of a resurgence. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days has been green, and the SPY's gapped up 5 days in a row, I think. So I think we are due a bit of a pullback, and this 4400 level is holding, and if we get through 4400, zoom out, you can see all these levels, all these sellers stacked up. We've got 4404 from memory, yeah, 4404, got big orders sitting there. We've got 4405, plenty of orders sitting there, and I think I saw, if we go up a bit more, look at that, 4410, big orders at 4410 as well. So this is possibly profit takers from the big daily move up, where if we look at the daily, this is trading view, which is what I prefer to use for my diagnosis, my analysing the market. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green days in a row, and we are closing above this 50 moving average. But look at this, we had this downward price action and we had relatively high volume, so most of the volume bars are above this white average volume line, basically a moving average in the volume. And on this pullback, every single candle is below average, so there's no real volume backing up the price move up, which is why I believe we might be seeing a bit of a rejection or a pullback at some point. And today, yesterday's candle was a narrow range candle. Today is a slightly wider candle, and we're almost at the same volume. And I'm just working even. You know, we've had this wide range candle here. It's a small volume candle, so, and that's why I went on tilt actually on Friday, because I was adamant we weren't breaking the 50 and we were coming into this daily level, and I wanted a short. And as you can see, there was no short on, and it's been pretty bullish. We had this bit of a rest here, and now we're breaking out again. So, but how long we break out for, how long we push up for, I don't know. Potentially we've got a target on this downward trend line. We could be watching 44.60, 44.80, maybe 4500, this area here. And we've got this daily, we've got this pivot here as well, which is quite a significant pivot. And until we break over 44.30, then the day and hold above it, then and then close above it, then we're still in a downtrend. We could put this together. We've broken this trend down now here. So we've got a few scenarios to play out, and you know, we've got this widening. Excuse me, we've got this widening. Let's just change my. Potentially, we've got this. What do you call it? A widening stephophone or megaphone, whatever pattern forming as well, and you know, we could be heading up into that area there, and potentially could see it pull back down. So it's something to keep an eye on. So there's a few. So that's one scenario. Another scenario is we break this area and we rally back up again, or we simply reject it, come back down, and we continue this downtrend on the daily. But it's that time of year as well when people start talking about the Santa rally as well. But this is key. 44.28, 44.30 is key for breaking. So it's back to the hour. So that's the level we was watching earlier for potential rejection, and luckily I was in it long because I may have tried to go short, and my bias was long because I was in the trade. So that's my day. Hopefully you had a good day too, and I think I will call it there. I'm going to go and spend time with the family. Okay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe and add your notifications for the live video I do in the pre-market, because I go through all these levels and I go through my game plan as well for the day. And hopefully you had a good day trading. Thank you for watching.